Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So this is going to be a video discussing and unboxing the Casio F91WM, which is the gold-faced version of the Casio F91W. I previously discussed that watch in my best digital watches video. If you haven't seen that, just click the link above and you can refer to that video right now. But in summary, in that video I discussed the Casio F91W, the Casio A158W, the Casio A158WE, as well as the Timex T80, and provide a side-by-side comparison of those watches and their use over the past 7 years. Of those watches, I've liked the T80 the most, as well as the F91W. My T80 though was broken, and so I ended up wanting to look for a gold watch replacement, and I couldn't find a T80 at a low price point. And so ultimately my brother bought me the F91WM because it's cheap and affordable, and I absolutely love the watch so far as the F91W. And so in this video what we'll do is just unbox this and show you the major features and side-by-side comparison to those other watches. Okay, so before we open the Casio F91WM, I did want to do a quick overview of the previous watches I discussed in the Best Digital Watches video. And so those are the Casio F91W, the Casio A158W, and the Casio A158WE, as well as the Timex T80. When it comes to the Casio watches, they're virtually identical as far as the settings. The 158W and the 158WE are virtually identical as far as the stainless steel band. The only difference is that the faceplate on the W has like this blue and black background, which is actually identical to the F91W's faceplate. And then the A158WE has this kind of like beige, black, and like slightly red background on this. Otherwise, the watches are essentially identical as far as their features. The difference between the F91W and these watches is it has this black silicone band, which is actually pretty nice. You would think it would be cheap because it's silicone. However, it holds up really well and it's very, very durable. I essentially use this watch on a daily basis whenever I have to like wash my hands on a regular basis or take it on or off or something like that, because I wear scrubs and I always worry about dropping or losing my watch. And so personally, I feel like this is the most affordable watch on the market for the features that it has, and you don't have to worry about breaking it, damaging it, or anything like that, because it holds up really well, and even if it were to break, it's cheap and affordable to replace. So I highly recommend this watch. The reason why I got the F91WM was because I have always liked the Timex T80 and having a gold watch. As previously discussed in that video, while I'm reviewing that watch in the video, I realized that the button here is missing and damaged, and so I no longer could adjust this watch as far as the time. And so over the past several months since that video, I've been looking for a replacement Timex T80. The problem though is over the past 7 years, when I first got this, it was roughly like $35, $40, versus now if you look at Timex's T80s on their website or on Amazon, it's anywhere ranging from like $65 to $90, which is pretty expensive for a digital watch for everyday use. I think it's so expensive that it's kind of priced out of personally what I would spend for this type of watch. I think like the $35 to $45 price range makes sense for this watch, but I guess Timex doesn't really feel that way. So I'm very hesitant to buying this for that price. And so knowing that, my brother actually got me the F91WM because it has this gold design, but it's just in the F91W kind of like structure or construction. So that's the background on all these watches. Sorry for going down that road. I thought it'd be useful to know. But we'll open up this watch right now. So as far as the box, it's very standard. It's just your basic watch box that Casio has for all their watches. Nothing too special. It comes with this plastic top. It has the labeling on the front as if they wanted to stand it in a store. Pretty standard there. Underneath here has all the instructions, so if you're interested in learning about the watch, the model, and what it has to offer, it's all here. But we won't go into that right now. I'll just pull this off right now. And then before I forget, what I'll do is keep the F91W here for comparison, just so you can see them side by side. So this is the F91WM. Rather than having a black faceplate, it has a gold faceplate instead. I'm just going to pull it so you can see them side by side. So this is the F91W. It has the black faceplate. This is the WM. So it has this nice elegant gold instead. It's not really metal, it's like plastic, which isn't a problem, but it does look much fancier than this when you compare them side by side, which is a pretty nice feature. Beyond that, the band is essentially identical between the two watches, and all the features are the same. So if you kind of like the gold, go for it. They also make a silver. I actually got my brother the silver one for Christmas, just by chance, because I like this watch so much. So you can check out the silver one as well. I might pick it up just because I do like the gold and the silver design. But overall, I think the F91WM does look a little bit nicer than the regular one. And then as far as the features, we'll just go over them real quick. So on the watch itself, it has 3 separate buttons on this one. When you hit the bottom left one, it'll toggle through the different settings. So there's an alarm, there's a stopwatch, there's ways to set the watch, and then the regular watch itself. When you go to the other settings, if you hit the top left button, which also illuminates it, it'll toggle through the screen. So this is the alarm. So when you toggle through the hour and the minutes, you just have to hit the right one and that'll adjust it through. And then when you hit it again, it'll toggle through to the minutes. So that's how you set the alarm. When it comes to actually setting the watch, similarly what you'll do is toggle through all the different settings. So the seconds, the hours, the minutes, and then if you hit this again, it'll toggle through to the month, as well as the day, as well as the day of the week. So it offers all those features in this screen. And then the last one is the stopwatch. So if you go to the stopwatch setting, you hit this right one, it'll toggle on. You stop it, it'll stop. You can restart it, stop it, and then when you hit the top left one, it'll restart it. So that's how you start, stop, and toggle through or restart it. So that's all the basic features for this. It's pretty elegant for kind of how simple and cheap it is. What else can I say? Overall, I do like the gold a lot more than the regular F91W. I think this is definitely fancier. It's pretty shiny. It's nice. They also match the faceplate here, so all the lettering on it is gold and black, which is a step up compared to the regular one. So for the price point, I think this is a great watch, and I'm probably going to wear it for like a daily watch all the time. Let me just throw it on real quick. Just give me 1 second, just so you can see. It might be hard at this angle, so bear with me for a second. So that's what it looks like on my actual wrist. So it's pretty cool looking. I definitely like it a lot. It's definitely fancy. It's different than having the T80 as far as the gold, but it is like, it has a really classic, vintage, elegant look for what it is, and the price, I highly recommend it. So that's essentially the Casio F91WM. If you have questions or anything, please post them below. The only other thing I did want to mention is my girlfriend did get me 2 separate Timex T80s for Christmas, so I did post a video on these. So if you're interested in looking into the Timex T80, she did get me those, and I did go over these watches recently. I'm kind of like, I've got so many watches to wear now, but I'll probably stick with these for now. But this is the Casio F91WM. Thanks for watching. Please post your comments below, and have a great night.